girls, welcome back to our channel. I hope you guys are fabulous today. So I look a little Casper-y right now, a little washed out, little blank canvasy, if you will. And it is strictly due to the fact that I'm going to be creating something. Well, I'm not creating it. It's already been created, but we're going to be doing something really, really fun today. If you are kind of deep up in the makeup game a little bit, you may have heard of Milk1422. Milk1422 creates these amazing face charts that are just absolutely phenomenal. And these face charts, especially on Instagram, are huge. So many people all over the world recreate them. I want to say Milk1422 is from Russia, if I'm not mistaken. And is just so talented. So today I'm going to be recreating one of the face charts, which is why I left my face very blank, so that way I can start with a blank canvas just like Milk1422 face charts. And this is the face chart that we are going to be using today. That face chart is so gorgeous, and this is going to be one of the few that I want to recreate here in the next few weeks. Just the inspiration that these face charts give me is just, oh, I live. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I also just want to say, on my last video, I knew I was going to lose some subscribers with talking about the Laura Lee, Manny, I call it the Mean Girls Club, the Gabby, Laura Lee, Manny, and Nikita, and Jeffree Star drama. I love Jeffree. I know a lot of people don't after what has happened, but I feel like if you hate Jeffree, you need to hold these other YouTubers to the same standard. You know what I mean? These other YouTubers who were bashing Jeffree for the same things they were doing, they were basically throwing stones when they live in very glass houses. So I know a lot of people aren't very aware of it. I'm still not exactly sure what Manny has done, except I feel like Manny has used Jeffree, but that's all we know. Like, there's never been any actual receipts on it, but Nikita has come out and said that this child deserved child abuse and just really disgusting things. And we all saw Gabby Zamora used the N-word and then tried to backtrack and say, you know, it was never explained to me that I couldn't use that word until that day. I'm sorry, you don't live under a rock. Just own up to it and quit trying to play the ignorant dumb role. That doesn't fly with me. And same thing with Laura Lee. She tried to say she comes from a place, you know, in the South where, you know, she basically was blaming how she was brought up in the community. But my family is from the South and they've never talked like that. Ever. And Laura is a young generation from the South, and she was big on YouTube and in the media and stuff, you know, in social media. So you can't tell me at 19, 20 years old you didn't know better. You know better. That was some bullshit. So I have personally chosen to unsubscribe to all of them. I have personally chosen to, especially more so because of the bullying that they did to Jeffree and the use of derogatory language. Jeffree did the same thing, and I still follow him because I truly believe he is sincerely sorry. And that's something I'm not getting from any of these YouTubers. They have went like radio silent. Gabby did make a couple tweets apologizing, but he was more making excuses and trying to justify things than he was apologizing. So I'm just I'm over it with their not taking accountability. So I apologize if I offended anyone, but I will always speak my truth. I will always speak the truth, and I'm an open book. I will never hold back on what I feel, and I'm not going to keep my mouth shut when I feel a certain way about a certain somebody. Losing a few subscribers does not matter to me. I will feel bad if I like legit offend anyone, but losing subscribers because I choose not to support certain people, that those people, bye. If you can't handle being a grown-up and me not supporting someone, I don't care if you guys still support them. I love all you guys. It's like, when two of your friends are no longer friends anymore, you don't want to be caught in the middle of that and having to choose sides. I'll never make anyone choose sides. And if you guys don't want to follow me because I don't support them, well then bye. There's the unsubscribe button. I hope you guys all choose to stay, because at least with me, you're always going to get truth and open honesty. And I just want to get back to the positivity. I don't want to get really caught up in the YouTube drama, but with her palette being in the BoxyCharm that I reviewed yesterday, it was kind of like there to talk about it. So we're going to move on from that and worry about Desi Glam Life and our channel and our community. Fuck what everybody else is going through. Let's go have some fun and create some beautiful art. Can't we all just get along, We should all just get along and live in peace and harmony. And it is 2018, and if you are still making racist references or jokes, you are canceled in my book. Canceled by. Like, it is 2018. I feel like we need to be farther along in our communities than where some of us are still stuck, Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to do some makeup. Let's go have some fun. All right, we are going to start with the Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree Star in all its glory. And I'm going to go in with Cavity for the pink, but it is so pigmented because it is a pigment and not just your basic eyeshadow. So I barely laid my brush in it, and it was enough for both eyes. I didn't want it very pink, so I just tapped a little bit and just blended it out. I want it to look kind of like cotton candy. So that's what I'm doing. Just blowing it out till it's that light cotton candy pink, and just taking a brush and going back and forth until I get the right color and blowout that I want. And now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape on my mobile lid, so that way I can lay down a base. I know it looks like I'm kind of doing a cut crease, but you don't need to worry about being really precise here because we're not doing a cut crease. We're just putting a base down, so that way the colors that I lay down next can be very, very pigmented. And I'm going to go in with the Dare to Create 39A palette by Morphe, which is one of my favorites. And I'm glad they brought it back, and we're using that bright red color, and we're starting about a fourth of the way in on our eye. We're leaving that inner corner blank, so that way we can put other colors there. And we're just going to pop this all over the lid and just pat it on, and it's already really pigmented, but got to make it as pigmented as possible and bright. And I'm just taking a clean brush and just blending that out, so that way it's not so harsh. And then I'm taking the brush that I used with that Cavity pink, and so that way we don't lose any of that pinky color. I'm just going back over the red with that. And now I'm going to take Fresh Meat and Extraction on the inner corner and go about a fourth of the way in, and we're just going to deepen up our outer corner. So that's where you primarily want to focus this, and just really just pack that on, and then I take a clean brush that I used to blend the other one on, and just blend that into it a little bit, just so it's not so harsh and so that it all goes together. And now on the lower lash line, I'm going back in with that bright red that we used from the 39A Morphe Dare to Create palette, and just sweeping that all the way until about a fourth of the way in. And again, leave the inner corner blank, which is why I'm cleaning it up with a little bit of that Tarte Shape Tape concealer, so that way there's no red that seeped through. And now we're going into the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette and using that gorgeous sky blue color and popping that on to where we laid down the concealer. And it actually didn't go on as clean as I would have liked it to, but that's okay. And now we're using the NYX Duochrome. I believe this is the Twilight one, and it's got a blue reflect to it. So I'm using this just on the inner corner to brighten it up a little bit. And now we're going to take the Duochrome pink one. I don't remember the name of this one. But it's got a really pretty pink like shift to it, and I'm just putting that over the pink on the crease. Normally I don't put shimmers on my crease, but this was such the perfect pink that the Face Chart had, so I had to copy it. And now for contouring and bronzer, I'm using the Park Avenue Princess Palette by Tarte, which this will be available in the BoxyCharm Boxy Luxe box in September. So if you upgrade your BoxyCharm box, you will be receiving this palette, and it's $45. So I suggest doing it. This is a great contour palette. I absolutely love it, and I've been using it every single day. I've had it for about a year, but I have so many contour palettes that I kind of just let that one go. And now I'm contouring my nose because the Face Chart showed a very contoured nose. My nose is already small, so I don't really contour much to it. I usually will just dust some bronzer over it just to give it a little more color because it gets so whited out. And now we're going to take that same pink Duochrome and put that right above where we contoured. And then we're also going to make sure that we take that down the bridge of our nose as well. Right here. Yeah, that's where we're doing it. And then just a little bit on the tip, and then we're actually going to go ahead and contour with the same one above our lip on the Cupid's bow. And now for eyeliner, I'm just using my black Infallible L'Oreal black liner on the upper and lower lash line. And I do the upper lash line just so my false lashes all blend together. I just feel like the look looks so much better and more cohesive. And then what I'm going to do on the lower lash line is just sweep some more of that black liner and kind of smudge it down. And then I've got a new mascara from my Ipsy this month, and it looks like the Benefit. It's pretty much a dupe for the Benefit Yes They're Real mascara, and it's by Thrive. And I actually really love it. And now for falsies, I'm going to go in with the Ardell Faux Mink. Actually, these are the Kiss Faux Mink lashes, and just pop those on using my black Duo lash glue like always. And voila, the look is pretty much, well, the eye look is complete. Lashes always pull everything together, I'm telling you. And now for lips, I get to finally put to use my ABH lip palette, and I'm using the black primary color in there. And I love a good black look, and Milk1422 uses dark lips so much. I absolutely love his face charts. And I bought this lip palette and have hardly used it at all, and I've had it forever. But it's such a great lip palette, and they're really comfortable and they stay in place, and they are absolutely pigmented. So if you don't have it, I have seen it at, I believe I got mine at TJ Maxx. They've been on sale everywhere, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and of course you can still get it at Sephora and Ulta. But it's a lot cheaper if you find it in like Ross or Marshalls or TJ Maxx. So then we're just going to spritz our face with the MAC Pro Setting Spray, and voila, we are done. Here is the final look from my inspiration from the Milk Milk1422 Face Chart, and I love bringing it to life, and I think it turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? And if you have any face charts you want me to try to recreate, feel free to send them to me on a DM. But yeah, I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see y'all later.